Okay, welcome into the Tuesday, no, Wednesday. Hey, it's Wednesday. Welcome to the Wednesday edition of the live training. Hope everyone's having a good week so far, recording videos, sending them out, doing all that good Dubb stuff. If you are new to Dubb and this is your first time coming into the live training, or maybe this is the first time you're using the Dubb platform or even checking it out, maybe from an ad or a social post or maybe a referral, if you can put a one in that chat, if you are new to Dubb, that would be great. It's always good to know who in there is some of the new folks that are checking things out. So if you can put a one in that chat, that would be great. And you can put a two if you're returning. The returners typically I know their names and look familiar, which is great. But if you're new, please put a one. Jason, I saw you put a one. Julie as well. Jason, let me come over to you first, and then I'll pop over to Julie. Jason, let me find you in our list here. Jason, if you want to unmute, you're more than welcome. If you want to say hello, you can do that if you'd like to.
Yes, hello. How you doing? I'm Jason Matthews with
Good.
Real Broker.
Yeah. What brings you our way? Was it a social post, referral, ad? What kind
It
of
was
kind of brought
actually
you?
a social post with Tatiana.
Oh, nice. Yeah, Tatiana's great. She's been a big proponent of Dub. She has a lot of great videos. So that's
Yes.
cool. What do you who are your folks? Is it buyers, sellers, FISBOs, expireds? Who do you work with?
Right now I'm trying to work with expires. I have Follow Up Boss, and I've been creating a follow-up a plan to just email with the video of expired listings in the area.
That's great. Yeah, we've got an integration with Follow Up Boss. We have a lot of integrations, but with Follow Up Boss, we actually have the Dub button in there. So when you go to drop a video in, you can just click the Dub button, pop it right in.
That's cool.
Yeah. And I think for the expireds, with these trainings, I'm going to go through kind of the A to Z. And what I usually show is I'm going to show the different ways to record with Dub, and I'll also mention the strategies as well. But for real estate, typically the styles to look out for when I go through it. One would be screen recordings, throwing yourself in a bubble, doing a market update, or a CMA, or even for an expired listing where you could show it and you're kind of pointing something out that's interesting about the property that maybe, it expired, but maybe, your expertise and what you noticed about this thing would be a good selling point. So that would be one style, a screen recording in a bubble. The other one with property walkthroughs, we have this little function called picture in picture on the mobile app, which uses both cameras on the phone. It's pretty neat. So when you're doing property walkthroughs, you're actually on the screen as well. And then the last one would just be a direct to webcam one where you could throw a property behind you that someone's interested in. So I think those three major kind of styles for recording I would pay attention to with this one.
Nice.
Yeah,
Thank
yeah,
you.
yeah. Well, it's good to meet you, Jason. Thanks for coming in. If you have any questions, pop them in the chat. And then this recording is going to be on our YouTube support channel, and I'll drop that link in there. So typically, people later, if they want to go back and watch certain parts of the training, that's what you can check out right there.
All right. Thank you, sir.
Yeah, good to meet you. And let's see. I also saw, I think Julie put a one in here as well. Let me come over to you, Julie. Let me find you in here. There you are. Julie, if you want to say hello, you're more than welcome. If you want to unmute, if you'd like to say hi, you can if you want to. If you're busy on your side. Yeah, hey Julie.
Hey, how are you?
Good to meet you.
You too.
So what's your industry? What kind of brings you our way?
Real estate.
Nice.
We offer Dubb to agents on our team, and we've been offering it for a while, and I just don't know much about it, so I want to use it more, to help the agents.
Very cool. Is it typically sellers, buyers, FISBOs, expires? What is it usually?
For me,
Yeah,
I'm
in
I'm
general, yeah.
probably
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
probably going to use it more to communicate with my team, like showing them how to do things and stuff.
Oh, nice. Okay, cool. So kind of like, hey, do this. If you're doing this, use that, right?
Right.
Okay, cool. Yeah. So it'd be a lot of the stuff I just mentioned to Jason. So yeah, when I walk through this, I'll show you the tech and kind of the use case there too.
Perfect.
Cool. Good to meet you, Julie. Thanks for coming in.
Thanks.
And then, okay, cool. All right. So let me welcome back to the returners. Welcome to the new folks. Let's begin. So let me do this first. So if anybody here, if you're interested, we have this new AI tool that we've introduced. It's called Dubb AI. And every day at 12:30, we meet myself, Ruben, and Darius, and we go through how to use it. So if you ever want to come in and check it out, I'm going to drop a link in the chat. I just dropped it in, dubb.com/TAI. So if you ever want to show up at 12:30, it's a little AI assistant that the team built, and it helps you do recurring tasks, things that are important that you can kind of take off your plate and worry more about the selling part of it and things you really want to do. So it's really good at saving time, and it's really good at getting things done. It's an AI that does the doing, as we like to say. So if you want to check it out, I dropped that link in there. If you want to come in at 12:30 p.m. PST, That's when we're always in there if you want to check it out. All right, so let's talk about classic Dubb. So we got two Dubbs. We got Dubb AI now, and we got classic Dubb. All right, so let me drop this link in the chat as well. This is going to be our YouTube support channel. So, like I was mentioning before, if you want to check out the trainings when they're done, they're typically uploaded to our YouTube support within 3, 4 hours typically. So I just dropped that link in the chat. So if you want to go back and see a specific part that you want to see again, that's what a lot of people do. And if you want feedback from us, the email address is going to be feedback@dubb.com. I just put that in there as well. So if you do want to check out, you make a video, maybe you're new with Dubb and you're like, hey, I want to try this style. You can pretend we're the prospect, send it to us. And if you've had Dubb for a while and you just, maybe you want to switch up a style, you can send us those videos as well and we'll check them out and give you feedback if you want. So that email's right there. All right, so let me jump in and share my screen and let's get moving. Okay, so when we think about Dubb in general, we want to think about what does this video look like when it's delivered to someone. So when you record a Dubb video, it's a 3-second animated preview of what was happening when you hit record. So if I hit record, the first 3 seconds is going to be the repeating animated 3-second GIF. I can change that inside of Dubb with editing. I can slide it to a different part of the video if I want to. But to be efficient when you record these videos, just know when you hit record, first 3 seconds is going to be the animated preview. Now, there are different styles to record that I'm going to show in a second, but the first thing you want to figure out before you even think about recording is what's your hook? What's the reason someone's going to want to click on your video? Even if it's a referral, if it's cold, if it's warm, whatever the situation is, got to have a nice hook for them to want to click on it. So the thing that we recommend to everyone and we do ourselves is whatever AI tool you use, whether it's ChatGPT, Grok, Gemini, Claude, if you're using Auto within our Dubb dashboard, which is right here at the top, Auto, whatever AI tool you use, you want to educate it on your industry and your ICP, your ideal client profile. Explain why you're reaching out to the person or group, explain what the value is you want to convey, and then the action you want them to take, whether it's booking a time, checking out your site, downloading a doc, filling out a form, whatever that action is. Then you want to specifically ask the AI, please give me a list of about 20 3 to 5 word hooks that I can use to get folks to want to click on my video. It's going to give you that list of 3 to 5 word hooks. Give it a human pass, see the ones you like, either give it back to the AI for adjustments. Maybe you want some more FOMO, maybe you want more specificity, maybe you want it funnier, wittier, whatever the adjustment is. When you get your final list of 23 to 5 word hooks that you like, then you can figure out what kind of video you want to record. Now, the different styles, let's start with this one. This one right here was recorded with the basic webcam recorder right inside of the Dubb platform. I have the Dubb mobile app on my phone, Dubb, and it has a whiteboard feature where I can type, and that's what I'm holding up right there. Because it's an animated preview, you just want to have a little bit of movement to it when you hit record, little point, little push, something like that. This is probably the most straightforward way you can deliver a hook directly to camera, and it's done with the webcam. Now, you also, from that same webcam, can decide to put a virtual background behind you. So if you feel like the virtual background that you've dropped behind, the screenshot, if you feel like that gives enough context and enough of a hook for someone to want to click, and you don't feel like you need the whiteboard, then just use that. A little point, little turn back, something like that can go a long way. It could be a profile of someone right here. It could be a screenshot of a website, an article, a screenshot of an action someone took. It could be a property in real estate. If you feel that's strong enough, you can decide just to do that. Now, you also can do a combination of both of these things. So what you can do is you can have the context in the back and you can have that hook right there in the front. And this works really well for real estate for folks over the years where they can just drop a virtual screenshot behind and have that property address right there in front, whether it's expired, whatever the situation is, or a fun fact about the property. That has worked really well over the years. Now, we also have screen recording options. So this one right here was done with the Dubb Chrome extension. That is a browser-based screen recorder. So if you want to record anything within your browser and you want to be on top of it in a bubble just like this, visually walking someone through something, it is the Dubb Chrome extension. Anything within your browser. Now, this one in here, notice I have some annotation arrows pointing towards my bubble. The title of the article is right there. We know it's a market update. But notice again, I'm holding up that message, that additional hook. We know it's a market update, but there's been a big change in the market. So that's a real estate example. But any industry that you're in, if you want to be on top of something within your browser in a bubble, pointing some stuff out, this is a great way to do it with the Dubb Chrome extension. Now, there's also another screen recorder called the Dubb Desktop app. Now, the Dubb Desktop app also records your screen, but it's not like the Chrome extension because it's not trapped within the browser. It's like a little drone that flies over everything on your computer screen. So it can crop in on sites like this. Notice how I'm pushed in on this site right here. It can get very specific in terms of what it wants to show. There's also some other differences as well. So when I show these screen recorders back to back in a little bit, Chrome is browser based, desktop app is not. Now, the last way we record is going to be with the mobile app, the Dubb mobile app. This one right here is simple, but it really works really well over the years for folks. This is just very similar to the webcam one I showed you, where instead of holding up a whiteboard, you can just type actually on the screen your hook or your introduction, whatever that message is. You also can do something like this on the mobile app, where you can drop a screenshot behind you and have some text on the screen as well. Very similar to the webcam style, all done from the Dubb mobile app. Just take screenshots on your phone and drop it behind you. Now, a last really cool function on the mobile app is this one right here. This is what I was mentioning at the top. This is called picture in picture. This was pretty much tailor-made for real estate folks. So if you're doing a property walkthrough, it uses both cameras on the phone, and it's going to put you on the screen as they're showing the property in front of you. If you're not in real estate and you're doing any kind of local prospecting to businesses, you can do a cool little creative video of the business out front, send it into the email contact that you have, and then go into the business. You also can sit right in front of your computer and you can pull up whatever industry you're in, someone's profile, site, all the things we talked about. Pull it up on your computer, take your phone, go picture in picture, and then physically just lean into your computer as you're showing something. And it gives a nice visual of you being on the screen and what you're showing. If you're at a conference or an event, you can record the crowd and be on the screen talking about what's going on, load it as a social post, send it as a video newsletter. So there's a lot of options there. And the last one, if you end up in, let's just say you're with a client, physically in person with a client, you can actually have them sit across from you, put this on a selfie stick or just record, and then you're in the top left, they're in the middle, and you can do a nice little video testimonial conversation that you can do with picture in picture. So a lot of cool little ways to record to stand out in terms of the visuals and the hook. Now, when someone gets your video, it's all about their experience once they click. So they get it, they click on it, and they're going to be brought to a customized landing page that we call a preset in Dubb terms. So it's going to have your logo over here, the initial video you've recorded right here in the middle, and then playlist videos that are going to play seamlessly right after this video is complete. The cool thing about this playlist is it not only provides more information, but it gives you the opportunity to record a pitch video. Make it about a minute, minute and a half. You only need to record it once, and it will sit right in here and play right after this initial video. The pitch video is great because it's you pitching. Hey, this is why you should go with me, my background, my experience, my product, my services, whatever industry you're in, it'll play right after this. Because these initial videos should always be about that hook. So as soon as the video starts, you're getting right into it. I wouldn't make these too long. I wouldn't go longer than a minute. Your sweet spot is probably 30 to 40 seconds. Get in, get out, have them take an action. If you have video testimonials, this is a really good spot to have them in the playlist. If you don't have video testimonials or you have somebody you want to get more, I'll show you a little strategy that Dubb folks have used over the years in a minute to get a lot of video testimonials. Now, once they've consumed the video content here, right below here are your call to action buttons, your CTAs. What would you like to do after someone has consumed the content? Do you want them to click a time in your calendar link? Probably the most popular button in sales. Do you want them to download a document, a listing agreement, a contract, a guide? Do you want them to fill out a form? Do you want a link to an external form? Do you want them to check out your website? Do you want them to check out a case study? Maybe leave your review. So there's a lot of options you can have right over here. If you have multiple buttons, I would just put them in order of importance from left to right. Now, if you want to get a video testimonial from someone, this reply with video button has worked really well for people over the years. So what you would do is you just record a quick video, have that reply with video button below, and it would be, hey, listen, this is Rob. Thanks so much for using Dubb. Would love to get a video testimonial from you. It's not complicated. You don't have to download anything. Just click that reply with video button below and let me know about your experience. What did you enjoy about the platform? So whatever questions you would ask, you ask them in the video. They send that video back to you. You get a little notification inside of Dubb that you have a video reply. And then you just make it part of this playlist right over here. And this is the really cool loop that you have people in over here. The hook, the pitch video, the testimonials, the ability to take an action. Now, the last part of this page is right over here to the right. This is your AI assistant. This is it's called SIA, your Sales Interactive Assistant. And SIA is great because when people land on this page, maybe they're thinking about taking the next step, but maybe they have questions. So, Dubb AI gives you the ability right over here for someone to interact in real time. You can have your FAQs. They can ask the AI a direct question if they need to. And the AI wants to keep the momentum going. So when it gives the answer, it's going to say, hey, are you ready to book a time? Or whatever that action is that you said over here, the AI is going to push for that action. Give the answer, keep things moving, have you take that next step. To educate this AI inside of the Dubb platform, you can give it individual website pages. It will physically learn in text on those pages. You also can upload a PDF as well. So you can do one or the other or both, and the AI will be educated on what you needed to know. Now, these preset landing pages here, you should have a different preset landing page for different parts of your audience, whatever industry you're in. If I was in recruitment and I worked with employers and candidates, I would want a different preset landing page for both. If I work with insurance, mortgage, coaching consulting, finance, if I worked in real estate, buyers, sellers, FISBOs, expires, residential, commercial, whatever those splits are, you want to have different preset landing pages that speak directly to those folks. And if you're on a free trial and you upgrade to our Pro or Pro Plus, either one of our paid plans, the first thing the team does is they meet you in Zoom for an optimization setup, and they help you set up this stuff right here on the page so you're ready to go. All of this is also tracked as well. So did someone open the email? Did they interact with the buttons? Did they interact with the AI? Did they watch the video? And if they did watch this video, what is that watch percentage? So you kind of know how to follow up. You know what they've consumed and you know what they've missed. Now, in terms of recording these different styles, how would we record these? We're going to walk through each one. We're going to start with the webcam. How do we record this video? So inside of Dubb in the dashboard, there's a big red button that sits right up here at the top. Click Create Video, and this is going to open up your webcam, just like this. Now, to hold up the whiteboard, we need to get the Dubb mobile app on our phone. So it's Dubb app. And when you do have that, here is the home area of the mobile app. And here is the button where the whiteboard is going to appear right there. So when you select that, now you have the ability to type. So all you have to do is just type your hook. Type it, turn it, just like this, and it's ready to go, just like that. If you want to have a virtual background behind you with those screenshots we talked about, just go below, select virtual background, go to your photos, and this is where you would upload all those screenshots we talked about in the different industries, if you're whatever industry you're in. Creates a little library for you. And then you can choose whatever screenshot you have in here, just select the one you want, and that will put it behind you just like this. Just make sure you have a good ring light or natural light or a combination of both. If you want to use the hook and the background, you got both that opportunity to do that right here. If you talk a lot with your hands, I do that a lot. I kind of turn myself into a T-Rex dinosaur, so I don't have long arms. If I go out here, it goes into the soup. So I kind of keep my shoulders as kind of the guardrails. Don't go outside of that. And if you want to use a teleprompter to record, every recording option in Dubb has a teleprompter option. So if you want to use a teleprompter with this for the webcam, all you need to do is click right above your head, right in here. You can click Create New Script. That will take you inside the Dubb platform where you can copy and paste or write a script in there and save it because you have to have a script saved in Dubb to access it. I also can scroll to scripts I already have saved, or I can search for a script by title. Now, when it comes down, physically, I want to be about arm's length away is usually pretty good. I want to let the words flow up into my eye line. This is going to control your speed, up or down. You can hit this play button right here. You can back the text off, or you can zoom it in. Now, if you want to make any changes, you can click the little pencil icon over here to the right, make changes. Because sometimes when you write the script and then you read out loud, you might want to change something when you're actually reading it out loud. The other thing is, too, when you use the teleprompter, make sure to just give it a practice read through so you do the proper inflection on the words that you really want to emphasize. Just takes a little bit of practice, but once you get used to using teleprompter, they're pretty awesome. They keep you right on point, and everything is phrased the way you want it to be phrased. Now, to record this video, I'm going to bring my hook in. I'm going to hit the record button right here in the middle, and this is what this would look like. Hi, this is Rob from Dubb. We are the sales operating system. We use video, automation, and contact management to record connections, conversations, and conversions. I can hit that pause button, stop the recording and the teleprompter, click that button at the bottom, and it will resume. If I want to delete, it's the red X. And if I want to close the teleprompter, pop that closed and it's closed. This is the most direct way you can record something. The hook is right there, right here. You can do virtual background, whatever you want, right from your webcam. So I'm going to save this video into Dubb, and it's going to be the blue check mark that you're going to click to save it into the platform. So I'm going to select the button here. It's going to save it inside of Dubb. And every time you save a video, you're going to land on the video edit page inside of the platform. Now, I want to show you just a couple of things inside here that are important. I'm going to choose a different video just because that video is still transcoding. But when you save a video inside of Dubb, right here at the top, you can change the title internally. So I can change it to something that I want right here. Just click the check mark when you're done. You can change that. If you want to preview what this video looks like you just recorded on a preset landing page, if you want to see what that looks like, just go all the way over to the right. There's a little square button with an arrow. Click that right there, opens up a new tab, and now you can check it out. Like, okay, cool, there's my logo, there's my video, there's my playlist, there's my AI, there's my buttons. Everything looks great. Now, if I want to change that to a different preset background landing page, and I've already created them, all I have to do is click this drop down right here. Here are my other preset pages I've created. And with one click, I can select another background landing page and it will change everything about that background. I also can download the MP4 version of any video that I save in the Dubb. So if you want the MP4 file, you can download it. You also have the option to click on the QR code. Every Dubb video you record has a QR code. So if you're doing any kind of physical mailers, you get door hanger stuff, mail stack stuff, you can make a fun video where you're like, hey, thanks for pulling me off your doorknob, or hey, put some papers in front of your face and say, hey, thanks for taking me out of your mail stack. Something fun like that. If you're at an event and you have a booth, have a little placard set up. Or if you're walking around meeting people, pre-record something. So when they record your scan your QR code, it says, hey, great meeting you at the event. Click below to stay in touch. If you're in real estate and you're doing open houses, do a recording, have that placard on the counter so when they scan it, it says, hey, thanks for coming to the open house. If you want to see similar properties, all you have to do is click below. Now, a couple of things down here. So we have an analytics tab down here. Analytics is all about activity reporting. So over here to the right, you can really drill down on what people have done with your video. You'll have that information to choose from. You can get all of it or just part of it. Do you want CTA clicks, email clicks, video watches, percentage? All of that's available right here. Every video that you save into Dubb, you can edit. So you can do a nice little basic edit here. So you click on the video, come right down here. You can play the video. Hi, this is Rob. You can drag your timeline. See me dragging the timeline at the bottom? So if I want to cut something out here, here's how I do it. Let's say this is my first cut point right there. I'm going to click the little scissor icon to the right, split the clip in two. I'm going to play it or drag it to my second cut point down there, scissor icon. Now I've got three pieces sitting down there at the bottom. Whatever's highlighted in orange, I'm going to hit the trash can and it's deleted and gone. If I want to bring everything back, it's the undo button. Undo, 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 and I'm right back to where I started. Now, if I want to share this video, because we recorded a video, we got it on a preset landing page. Now, all I want to do is share it. So to do a simple send, go into your email. Best practice here is open up a compose, and you want to make sure that you have the word video in the subject line. It is the very first thing they read. It is rare that you see it. You want to have that. And then you want to have that 3 to 5 word hook that we talked about, that phrase in the beginning of the training today. And then you also want to have a little bit of text in here. And then you're going to drop the video in. So to drop the video in, right over here inside the platform, there is a big blue share and send button that sits right there. When you click that there, drop the email into the person you're going to send it to. Click the copy for email button, copies it, and then all you have to do is paste it right in here, and you're able to send. Now, there is a shortcut available if you have Gmail or Outlook 365. And that shortcut is when you get the Dubb Chrome extension, which we're going to look at next, right? The browser-based screen recorder. When you have it pinned up here in your browser and that little Dubb button is there, a shortcut will show up right down here in Gmail. See a little Dubb button down there? In Outlook 365, it's in add-ins. So when you select that button there, I have the ability to come right in here. Here, let me refresh the page. So when I click the Dubb button, it's going to give me some options. So I'm going to click it here again. It's going to open up. And now I can record a video right here inside my email and drop it right in. I could record, drop it right in. I also, if I wanted to, can go right over here and scroll through my video library. See me scrolling down the bottom to the bottom right? Find the video you want to send, click insert, pops it right in, and you're ready to go. So you have that as a shortcut option with the Dubb Chrome extension. Now, as far as screen recording goes, let's talk about the Dubb Chrome extension. This is what I showed in the beginning, this one right here. If you want to do any screen recordings on top of anything within your browser, it is the Dubb Chrome extension that you need. It's a browser-based screen recorder. So Google Dubb Chrome extension. It's a three-step process to pin it right up here at the top of the browser. When you have it here and it's logged in, you can put yourself on top of any site that you want to. So I'm going to use LinkedIn as an example here. So I'm going to open up the Chrome extension, clicking the button at the top, and it's going to put me right on the page. So when you're on the page, think about a couple things with your webcam. One is going to be the size. So you want to grab the edge like this and make whatever custom size you want. You also can choose your shape, whether it's phone shape, rectangle, square, circle. Just try to match the aesthetics of the page that you're on. I'm going to keep myself in a circle because Ruben's sitting in a bubble right there. The last part you want to think about is placement. Where do I want to put myself? Well, I'm going to put myself right next to Ruben. I'm going to bump right up against his bubble. I can knock on his bubble. So just think about cool placement on your page when you're doing this. I also can zoom myself in for a tighter frame, back myself up. I can move myself around inside here. And if I want to turn my camera off, I just want to do an audio walkthrough of a screen recording. I can do that. If I already know the client and I just want to walk through something, you can do that. You also can select your headshot if you want to do that as well. And if you are live and here inside the bubble, you can choose a virtual background right over there to the right. You put a virtual background behind you, just like we did prior to this. You also have an annotation tool to point things out right over here to the left. You have a teleprompter right over here to the right. So the teleprompter is cool because when you select one in here and you pull up a script, you have the ability to control the speed up or down, just like we did with the other teleprompter, up or down, play button to check it, back your text off or zoom it in. This one's a little bit different because you can physically move this thing around wherever you want to. And you also can grab the sides like this. Now, if you're going to use this teleprompter, I would not go full screen on your browser because if you do, it will hide that teleprompter tab. So you want to leave a little bit of space at the top. So when you hit the record button to the right, you physically can tap this with your mouse, bringing it forward, and you're able to use it. Now, as far as the orientations to record with the Chrome, there are three of them. So right over here, if I select camera, it's going to open up like a webcam. If I select tab over here, it'll be a nice clean cut of this page that I'm on. It won't show any of the tab mess I have at the top. It'll just be this right here. And if I select screen, it will get my computer screen. So if I want to bounce around to different tabs, or my circle will jump over to different tabs that I click on, that will show that in the recording. For this example, I'm going to use tab. Now I'm also going to bring in my hook that we talked about before. I want to bring in my additional message. So I'm going to hit start recording, blue button over here to the right. When I do that, I'm going to select my tab. There you can see it right there. I'm going to click share, get my 3, 2, 1 countdown, and here we go. Hey, Ruben, what's going on? I wanted to send you this video, my friend, because I saw that you not only are an author, you're in technology. I love technology. So I did my whole animated preview. I leaned in, did a little turn. That's going to be the repeating motion that he sees. And then I jumped to full screen because I wanted to talk to him directly. Jumping to full screen when you make these screen recordings is a great way to really hammer home your point and then go back to the page. Now, if you want to do that, all you have to do is just hover your mouse over the webcam itself, double click it. It will bring you here. Double click the screen to go back. You also can select the little button down the bottom that says expand webcam. That'll bring you here. Do the same thing there. You also can scroll around and be very free flowing if you want to. If you want to pause this recording, click the pause button right down there at the bottom, take a break, click the same button to resume. If you want to use the annotations right over here to the left, you can do arrows, you can do text on the screen, you can do underlines, you can do circles, whatever you'd like. You have a lot of flexibility in terms of what you want to show. You can put things in numerical order of importance as well. So this is a great way to reach out on LinkedIn. This is a great way to be on top of anything within your browser, whatever industry you're in. If you visually want to walk someone through something or point something out to someone, this is a great way to do it. So I'm going to hit the check mark below, and that is going to save this video again into the video edit page inside of the Dubb platform where we were before. Now, if I wanted to share this video with Ruben, right? How do I share it with him on LinkedIn? On LinkedIn, you want to be a connection first. You want to send him a quick little connection request. It seems most people connect. When you are, then you're going to click the message button down the bottom. And when you select that there, it's going to give you the ability to be able to send him a nice animated preview GIF like we see right here. Now, how you would send it is we have an integration with LinkedIn. So, how I showed you before with the little Dubb button inside of the Gmail, the little Dubb button's right down there at the bottom inside of LinkedIn. So, if you click that there, all you have to do is find your video over to the right, click Insert Video, highlight this text, and then change it to that nice hook we talked about. Click Send, and then Ruben will see that nice animated preview when he gets it in his inbox. Now, the last screen recorder we're going to look at is the Dubb desktop app. So Chrome that we just looked at right here, browser-based, anything within your browser. Dubb desktop app can go on top of anything. Canvas slides, videos, documents, whatever you want. So just Google Dubb desktop app, download it from Mac or PC. And when you do, the little Dubb symbol will either be at the top or the bottom on your computer. You can see the functionality right here. You can also click View Quick Menu, and that will pop it up right over here to the right in the middle of the screen. It does a lot of stuff here, but we're going to look at record screen so we can compare and contrast with what we just saw with the Chrome. I'm going to click record screen and let's talk about similarities and differences. So right away, the bubble, the webcam here, same function as the Chrome. You can do all the same stuff. The annotation tool, all the same annotations you did with the Chrome, you can do with the desktop. The teleprompter is similar to the Chrome because you can move this thing around, but here's where it's different. So when you find a script in here, let's just grab this one right here. The first option you're going to have, it's going to say auto track. Auto track is voice recognition. So if you want to hit record and read the script and have it go at your pace, you can do that. Now, if you want scroll speed like you saw before and you don't want auto track, just tap that button and now you'll notice I have the ability to scroll up and down. See me changing the speed? Same thing. So it's either auto scroll or auto track. You have that as a choice with the desktop app. You also have a choice in terms of the borders of what you're going to record. So right here, you can see a red slash going through this square right here. If I was going to hit record right now and that red slash is there, it's going to get my entire computer screen. If I get rid of that red slash just by clicking on it, now I have a drop down of choices in terms of the borders of what I can record on my screen. Right now it's on custom, which means I can take this, whatever's inside the blue lines here will be part of the recording. I can put it on top of anything on my computer screen. But when I have custom, I have the ability to crop around anything I want to crop around. So I'm going to put myself right here, and custom is great. Crop around whatever you want. You also have, if you click the drop down again, you can do portrait 9 by 16. So if I want to do a social media video in the proper vertical format right from my desktop, I can do that with the desktop app. I also have the ability to go to landscape, the proper orientation for YouTube. So I can use that as well. Now I'm going to hit record. Red button right over here. I'm going to get my 3, 2, 1 countdown. And now I am recording. I can pause and resume this recording just like we did before, but this is the major difference. The check mark here does not save this video into Dubb. So prior to this, with the Chrome and the webcam, when you hit that check mark, it's saving it into Dubb. Not the case here. So when I select the check mark now, it's going to open up a preview window, and there is the clip that I have just recorded. So the desktop app is a clip recorder. So what we're going to do is we're going to record a couple clips, merge them together into one video, and then we're going to save it into Dubb. So a little bit different. Now the cool thing about clip recording is that you can drag and drop videos from your computer and make it part of the story. So as long as you have the MP4 file, which you can get from any video you save into Dubb, you can drop that right in here. Now what I just recorded was a screen recording clip. So how do I continue recording now? Down in the bottom left of the preview window, there are 3 creative icons to continue to record. The one all the way to the left is record screen video. That's what I just did. So if I want to do another clip in that style, I'm going to click that icon. So I'm going to click that there. It's going to bring me right back to where I was. I could have swapped out a different background behind me. I'm going to hit record. And now I'm recording another clip in the same style that I did the first one. I'm going to hit the check mark. There is that second clip that I recorded. So we got 2 clips in there now. And the cool thing here is that you can move these clips around in any order you want to. I can physically just grab it, move it. So I don't have to record chronologically. I could do the end first if I wanted to, which is pretty cool creatively. Kind of frees you up from having to do things in order. I also can tap the 3-dot menu on any clip and download or delete it. Get rid of the ones you don't want, keep the ones that you do. Now the next icon to the bottom left is your webcam icon. So if I select that one, It's going to open up my webcam. I'm going to hit record. And this is great if this is the beginning of the video. It could be the end. This could be a middle clip where you want to talk about what's happening here. It just visually looks different. Hit the check mark. And there is that second clip, different style that you can do. The last icon to the bottom left is what's called Dubb Narrator. So Dubb Narrator is awesome because it gives you the ability of you can take a video that's already been recorded, it's sitting in your video library. You can take that video, throw it inside of a bubble, and put it on top of anything on your computer screen, and then the pre-recorded version of you is going to do all the talking. So if I was going to do a market update in real estate, I could sit right in front of my webcam with the teleprompter if I want to, and deliver what I want to say about the market. Save that video into Dubb, so I have it in my video library. And then all I would need to do is just pull up the market update as a doc, slide deck, site, whatever it is. Click the Dubb narrator icon right down near the bottom left. It takes me into my video library. All I do is find that video I recorded about the market, puts it inside the bubble, and now all I have to do is just hit record and let the pre-recorded version of me do all the work. Hi, this is Rob from Dubb. We are the sales operating system we use. And I could scroll around, do whatever I want. So now that we have our clips here, we have two options. We can click the button to the bottom right that says upload. That's going to merge all the clips together and save it into Dubb. Or I can select the edit button to the bottom right. That's going to merge all the clips together. And now I can do a quick little edit right here inside the desktop app before I even save it into the platform. And that edit right here is very similar to the editing we did earlier inside the Dubb platform. So you have that option right here, and then all you have to do is click upload, and that's going to save it into the platform. Now, the last way to record that we're going to look at is going to be the Dubb mobile app. Now, the Dubb mobile app is very similar to the Dubb desktop app because it records in clips as well. It also does a lot of other cool stuff I'm going to point out. So you want to get the Dubb mobile app on your phone, Dubb, and when you do have it, here is going to be the home area. Here's your videos right here in the middle. And then we're going to click the blue camera icon at the bottom to record. Click it here and it's going to open up your camera. Now, when you first use the Dubb mobile app, it is going to be defaulted for 1 minute of recording time. I always slide mine over to 10 minutes so I don't get cut off. I'm going to tap the circle at the bottom to begin recording. You're going to see a timer actually on the button and a timer in my eye line. I can pause and resume this recording right over here to the left. And if I want to end the recording, all you have to do is just tap the circle again. And there it is. There's the clip that I have just recorded, just like the desktop app, clip recording. And this clip has been automatically downloaded to my phone. So I have it in my photo video area if I ever need it. I'm going to tap the button again so I have two clips that I'm recording. Each clip has to be at least 2 seconds. I'm going to tap the circle again. There is the second clip. And I can move these clips around. I can take my finger, hold one for a second, slide it. So again, you can go in any order you want to. And if I tap a clip individually, I can delete it, I can trim it, I can rotate it. And if I select edit, this is where it's going to give you some options here. Notice to the left the icons. If I select the music icon, we have a whole library of royalty-free music you can choose from. Just make sure you adjust the levels so the music doesn't overwhelm your voice. If you want to trim it, select the scissor icon to the right. Do a quick little trim. If you want to do some text on screen, so remember I showed you at the beginning of the training, when you type your hook on the screen, this is where you would do that. Select the text icon to the right, that I'm recording. Click in here. Each clip has to be at least. And then all you have to do tap the circle is just type your hook, click update, and down the bottom, you can choose different color sizes, font, whatever you want. Move it around wherever you'd like to move it. If you want to do a voiceover over your clip, it's the microphone icon to the right. If you select that there, do your voiceover. Because a lot of times, especially people that do property walkthroughs, if it's loud with construction, you can just get the visual, go out to your car, do a quick little voiceover. And then you would just adjust the original audio, either to completely zero or just slightly. And then right there. So you can do a voiceover right over the clip. If you ever want to speed up your clip, maybe you have a fun action shot of something that you're doing, select the timer icon to the right, and you can go all the way up to 10x. The last icon to the bottom right is for burning in captions. So if you want to burn these into this clip or burn them in at the end, you actually can burn them into the video. These icons right over here, what do they do? If you select the tooltip at the top, just click it once, it'll give you their functionality right here. Now, just a couple important ones I want to point out. One is going to be the countdown timer, which is right here. So if you select this here, it's 3 seconds or 10. I always go with 3 seconds because it seems like the perfect amount of time and it matches everywhere else inside of Dubb. Same timer, 3, 2, 1. Teleprompter, probably one of the best ones we have. This one right here, if you select this, go in here and find your script. Let's grab this one. Okay, now first off, you're going to notice I can move my script up and down like this. The reason that's available is because when you hit record, you want to keep your eyes right there at the top, closest to the camera. But if your eyes are wandering down here, either increase the speed or just slide everything up with the guardrail so your eyes stay close to the camera. Now, if you are doing a landscape video, just physically turn your phone and the script will adjust that way. So you can do that either portrait or landscape. Now you have the ability to control the speed right here with auto scroll. See right here how it goes between 1 and 10. You can go up or down. Play button right here will show you the speed. And if you want to do any editing, pencil icon right here, make the real-time changes, save it. Now, if you want to do voice recognition, we talked about that with the desktop app, voice recognition, that's auto track. So if you select this little gear icon right here, it's going to open up, goes to auto track. And now when I read this script, you're going to notice that it's going to highlight and go at my pace. This is how Kimberly makes millions of dollars in additional revenue. So see how I was highlighting as I was reading it? You have the ability to do that with auto track or auto scroll. So whatever one you want to use. And then just tap the X to close it. Now I showed you picture in picture in the beginning. That's going to be the second to last icon down here to the bottom right. Excuse me. So when you select this, it's going to open up both cameras on your phone and it's going to give you the ability to move yourself around, make yourself bigger, smaller, get out of the way, zoom into the background. You can do a lot of fun creative stuff. And then the last one down to the bottom right, that last icon is your virtual background. So you just take those screenshots we talked about in the beginning, hit that right there, select the image you want, puts it behind you, and you can record it. Now, when you're ready to merge these clips into one video and save it into Dubb, you're going to select the blue arrow to the top right. That's going to merge all of your clips together. And on your phone, you're going to have a finished copy of that video. And then you'll also have the option to save it into Dubb right here when you see this blue upload button to the right. So when you select the blue upload button, that's going to save it into Dubb. And then you can access it on the mobile, on your desktop, wherever you need it. Now you also can do sharing with the Dubb mobile app. So notice your video library right here in the middle. Just select the video you want. See the horizontal blue share button right in the middle. Click that there. And then all you have to do is click copy for email. That'll copy it to your clipboard, paste it. Click copy for SMS, copies it, paste it. Or you can select the icons to the top right above the video. Block icon is email, paper airplane icon is going to be your SMS. Now, if you do have a third-party sender like a MailChimp or a Constant Contact, or if you have a CRM that you really love, like a HubSpot, a Salesforce, a Go High Level, whatever it is, we have a lot of different companies that we have integrations with. So as you can see in this list right here, there's a bunch of them. So if you have a CRM that you really like and you have all your workflows in there and like, hey, if it's not broken, don't fix it, and you just want to add video, you have the ability with the integration just to drop a video in. Now, if you want to use Dubb as your fully functioning CRM and sender, you can. So right over here, you can click on CRM. And then right down here, you can upload your contacts with a CSV file. You can do tasks, you can do deals, you can do tags, you can do notes. You can do campaign sending with Dubb, bulk email and SMS, and you also can do automation with Dubb, drip sequences. That's part of our Pro Plus plan with Dubb. Now, I mentioned in the beginning auto, right here in the middle of the dashboard, right at the top. Auto also does content writing for you. A cool function of Auto is right over here to the right, this little user icon right here. If you select this here, notice how this says Basic and Sales. So in the beginning, when we talked about landing pages, preset landing pages, how we want different preset landing pages for different parts of our audience, same thing here. So let's pretend I'm in real estate for a second. I got buyers and sellers. I want to hit create profile right over here and create a buyer profile and a seller profile, whatever the splits are. Same thing as with the landing pages. So when you click create profile, all you're going to do is just answer these questions about different parts of your audience. Click save. And then if I was going to do, let's say, a newsletter just to my sellers, I come over here and make sure I click seller so the AI can remember everything about that part of my audience. Then I click in here and say, hey, auto, write me a script about blah, blah, blah. It'll write it. And then it'll say, hey, do you want to save this inside of Dubb? And I'll say yes. And then it will take you right over here under assets, right to scripts, and we save it in there, and then you can load it into a teleprompter. So it's a really nice workflow where you can have the AI writer know about your audience, select the right audience, have it write it, save it into Dubb, load it into a teleprompter, and then you just deliver the video. Now, Auto also can answer questions about strategy as well. Or if you have questions about Dubb, how do I use the Chrome extension? How do I use the desktop app? What do we do for bulk sending? It can answer all that. Now, if you want to get a human being from the team, all you have to do is email support at support@dubb.com, or you can click right on this little green intercom bubble right down here at the bottom where you can interact with someone on our team. And you also can do keyword searches. So if I put Chrome extension in here, it'll give me a nice article, video, and animated previews as well. I also can call Sophia. This is our AI agent that's available 24/7. If you call that number, you can talk about tech or strategy. There's also a second link right here in training, this second one right here. If you click this here, it's going to open up our Dubb Academy, and we have an entire library of learning about Dubb. Everything's labeled and in order in terms of how you would use it, and you have that right there. Now, if you end up liking Dubb and you want to share Dubb, we have a really good referral program. It's called Dubb Partners. So if you click apply now, it's going to create a referral link for you that you can share. And it's a 30% recurring commission on anyone that subscribes to Dubb through that link. And we're really supportive of our partners. If you ever have a group of people that you want to get together and you want me to come and pitch, I can totally do that for you. You can invite them in here to dubb.com/T. We're here 5 days a week. And if you're on a paid plan currently with Dubb, whether it's Pro or Pro Plus, if you get 4 or 5 people at 30%, it's a free account. And then we have people to do well beyond that. So we have that ability as well. Now, I mentioned at the top Dubb AI, our AI assistant we've created 12:30 p.m. PST. I dropped the link in the chat earlier if you want to show up today. We have a big webinar event coming up, and it's right here in your dashboard. If you have a Dubb account, it will show up right in here. And it's going to be on May 20th. It's going to be 11 a.m. PST. And we're going to walk through the Dubb AI coworker and how this works. So if you want to come in before that and check it out, you're more than welcome to come into the 12:30 that we do every day. And then you also have the ability to come to the webinar. And I'm going to drop the link to the webinar right now in the chat. So we have, these things that whenever we do webinars, they fill up quick. So I dropped that link in the chat in there. So if you want to register for the webinar, you're more than welcome to click that right in there and you're able to do that. Okay, so let me pop over here and make one last point about this. I know Jason, we talked at the top. Julie, we talked at the top. Jason, let me just unmute you really quickly. So your use cases, very much property walkthroughs, picture in picture, screen recordings for market update, and then also you have the direct to webcam where you can put the property behind you and have that hook that you want to talk about right there. Maybe there's been a change in the rate or whatever you'd like to decide to do. Jason, you can unmute if you want to. I would go back when you rewatch the recording. Those are the three things that you want to pay attention to. Does that make sense, Jason?
Yes, sir.
Any questions on that?
I guess with the LinkedIn, I'm having tr I don't have a Apple PC. I have a Windows,
Yeah.
and I guess I was trying to I have the Chrome extension, but for some reason I don't see like the Dubb icon and
Oh, in the browser?
yeah.
I wonder if it's blocking it for some reason. Let me do this, Jason. Let me have the team reach out to you directly, and then I'll have them and I will see if we can workshop that for you.
Okay.
Might just be a little permissions thing you need to allow.
Okay.
But
Thank
does
you.
that make sense in terms of the styles and everything that you want to do?
Pretty much, yeah. I'm like, wow, this is so cool. Cause sometimes like we get invited to broker tours
Yeah.
and I can see like doing like the mo using the mobile app to show my face and the property. I think
Yeah, yeah, and that's the biggest thing. I mean, like, because you want to be able to have those fun reactions, like, hey, leave this thing right here, and you can actually show the excitement when you're doing it. So,
yeah,
and even for an expired, when you have like, hey, I noticed this thing on the property right here. This is a great selling point, stuff like that. So, yeah,
yeah.
yeah. Well, thanks for coming in, Jason. Appreciate it. If you need any help, support at dubb.com. Our team's always available. So, and then Julie, I know we chatted at the top. Hopefully, that made sense what I walked through there in terms of the different styles of recording and then the different aspects for the training.
Yeah, I think it's pretty self-explanatory, I think. I just have to get in there and try it. So I appreciate your time.
Yeah, and if you want to, feedback at Dubb. If you ever want to send something over to us, we can always take a look at it.
Perfect. Thank you.
Cool. Thanks, Julie. Okay, so let me pop over here. Jason, good to see you in here, my friend. It's been a while since I heard your voice, Jason. A little bit. Let me come over here to you, Jason, if you can hear me okay.
Hey, Rob, how are you?
Hey, what's going on, Jason? How you doing?
Good. And for Jason's last question, I think his issue, if he'll click the puzzle piece up in the top of the browser, then it'll pull up the Dubb app and he can pin it to his browser window.
Oh, was that the let me see. Did Gino have the question? Let me see.
No, but I did want you to cover Gino's question because I may have told him wrong on that, but since he was specifically asking it, that would be a great one for you to make sure maybe you can show him exactly how to turn that off.
Yeah, let me see, just to make sure we're talking about the same thing. What about turning off the AI chat on the landing page? Was that what we were talking about? AI chat? Where's that question about the I'm just trying to find the question. Let me turn Gino's mic on. Gino, if you want to go ahead. Hey, Gino.
Hey, how you doing?
Good. How are you? I guess
Good.
just kind of explain that to me what I'm looking at here.
Yeah, so I guess this kind of answers both questions, and because I'm a total newbie, what
Yeah.
on the pro level versus the level above that,
Yeah.
what can we customize on the landing page? Things like
Yeah.
I'm hoping I can turn off the AI agent. I may not want that depending on the use case.
Yep.
Um, I assume I can just swap out the logo, but also at the footer, keep your logo if I want to get referral credits, that kind of thing. You know,
Yeah, no, you can swap all that. The only big difference between Pro and Pro Plus are a couple things. Pro Plus is all about those automated workflows, so the automations, the drip sequences. Do you have a CRM? Do you know?
yeah, GHL.
Okay, yeah, yeah, yeah. I've heard of those guys.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. So you probably have like you got to check what you have, but if you already have drip sequences and all that stuff, then you wouldn't need Pro Plus for that. Sometimes people go Pro Plus even if they have drip stuff in another CRM because they do additional coaching. So Ruben and Darius, who founded Dubb, once a week, every Tuesday at
Hmm.
11:30 a.m. PST, they do their own training. They have a little form you can fill out called Open Mic, where you can talk
Okay.
about your business, any improvements you want to make. I'll drop this in the chat right here, the link if you want to check it out.
Yeah, that'd
They
be
have
good.
their own curriculum. There is extra attention with Pro Plus. If you need a lot of one-on-ones, that's more available. So it's kind of just a higher tier of stuff, but mostly automations and then extra teaching as far as that.
Okay.
Um, Turning off the AI assistant, you can do that with Pro. It doesn't have to
All
be
right,
a Pro
good.
Plus thing. So right
Yeah,
inside,
just reason being is we're gonna have our own AI assistant stuff anyway, and I don't
yeah,
want to
it's cool. Yeah, you
confuse.
can always have that as you can always have your own AI assistant as a button below the video. You can make it like a link.
Yeah, especially
Um,
if we're pushing chat and voice AI and things like
Yeah.
that.
But if you want to turn it off, assets right here, sales assistants. And then this is a little tutorial on how to do it. But you can come right in here and just turn it off. If you're creating a new one, just
All
turn
right,
it off within here. You don't have to have it on the page. So
gotcha.
a lot of
And
times when, yeah, go ahead.
I'm sorry. And that's just like the default template, or do you guys include other default landing page templates that we can customize, or is that
You
what it
know,
is?
we have like it's not used a lot, but we have a template. We have pre-made templates for emails. You can build your own landing page. We have a little web page builder in there.
Yeah,
But typically when you do the presets, is because it's so easily made. You can make it center or left, but there isn't much other customization other than losing some of the buttons. If you don't want a playlist, if you don't want the AI, you can make it very basic if you want to.
gotcha. All right, thank
Yeah.
you.
Yeah, and like I said, if you want to send something over to feedback at Dub, we can always take a look, if you want to play around with it.
Yeah, that'd be good because right now my profile is pretty much blank. There's no sales assistance, anything like that. So
Yeah, well, look, if you jump on, are you on a free trial, Gino, or did you just get on
no,
a?
I signed up for the pro level with your 50%.
Okay, did you do your setup yet? Your optimization with the team?
I don't think I did. Maybe that's part of the problem.
Yeah, that's what you need. Yeah, yeah. So the let me get the I think this is the link. Let me just get it for you. Hold on, because the team's gonna go through and help you set up all that stuff. So
Okay, that's maybe a smarter way to go. Yeah, if you can get me.
yeah, let me drop that in the chat right now for you.
Yeah.
Boom, it's in there. There you go.
All right, let's do that. Because yeah, I heard I didn't see it myself, but I heard Loom is starting to put up like subscription requirement pages on mobile format.
Uh,
So if I'm
mm,
sending a video to a customer, I don't want to introduce a brick wall, right?
right.
So I'm hoping you guys never do that, and then I can continue to use you guys for that. So
No, you can. I mean, like typically, a lot of the times, I know everything has to be, advertised or say, hey, do this, or, it's almost like, let me show you this cool thing, and now I want you to do this thing. I think we're so used to seeing that stuff. We want to make it as smooth as possible. So I think Ruben and Darius and the team have done a good job making things as smooth as possible so there aren't things in the way,
Awesome.
So, yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Well, cool, man. Thank you so much. Looks like you even have spots open today yet, so that's great.
Yeah, yeah, go ahead and book it. And then if you want to come in and check out if you have time at 12:30 p.m. PST and everybody else here, if you want to come in and check out Dubb AI, I dropped that link in the chat earlier, dubb.com/TAI, and you can register for 12:30 if you want to see the little AI assistant that the team built. It's pretty cool. So, yeah.
Rock on, man. Thank you.
Yeah. Yeah. And thank you so much for everybody for coming in. We really appreciate it as always. And we'll see you tomorrow at the same bat time, same bat station. And if you want to see us at 12:30, we'll be there, PST. Thanks, everybody. Have a great rest of your Wednesday.